Hi, today we are going to talk about linking words. These are words that are absolutely necessary to make sentences. You are already using them, probably just the idea of these words existing is not clear to you. I've never taken this concept up, so this is going to be a brand new topic for this channel and I'm very excited to see your response to it. So I'm going to be giving you casual linking words and then we'll talk about their professional equivalents. Why? Because when you're talking in spoken English, you speak casually. Okay, you mostly resort to a casual way of speaking. When you're writing, you're more choosing which word to use and which word to ignore. So your spoken English is generally more casual compared to your written English. And that is why I'm going to be giving you casual linking words along with their professional equivalents. Words like if, because, however, these are called linking words. They link ideas together as you speak and you write. Also called sentence transitions or connective words. Or there's this fancy name also, discourse markers. However, discourse markers is slightly different from linking words. But first, let's understand what linking words, only then you will be able to understand the difference between these two when the concept is clear. Okay, this is a very useful skill and these words are very useful for you. So it's important that you take this class up with the intent of listening and learning. And it will be better if you can practice along with me. I have an amazing thing coming up for you in the video. You're going to learn with the help of casual Alina and professional Alina. These words, they help to create logical flow and coherence in writing or speech by showing relationship between different parts of the text. When you're forming a sentence, you have several ideas spoken in the same sentence. These words connect the ideas together so that your sentence makes sense. Okay? They help understand timing also and sequence of events. We will cover this in just a moment with appropriate examples. I'm gonna say a paragraph with linking words and then one paragraph without linking words, and you will clearly see the difference between these two paragraphs. So this one is with linking words. We planned to visit the amusement park, but it started raining. So we decided to go to indoor arcade instead, where we had an amazing time playing games and winning prizes. Now, let's say the same thing without linking words and see the difference. We planned to visit the amusement park. It started raining. We decided to go to the indoor arcade instead. We had an amazing time playing games. We won prizes. Don't you see the sentence looks a little distorted, a little jumpy, and it's slightly difficult to bring out sense from the sentence, right? The second sentence, without linking words, feels choppy and disconnected, demonstrating how linking words enhance coherence and readability of a sentence. The first sentence with linking words flows smoothly and shows the relationships between the different actions that are happening. Okay, so just as I told you, spoken English is usually more casual compared to the written English. However, if you interchange this, you might appear a little stiff when you're talking with somebody. And in your written English, you will not sound convincing if your words are not very professional. So you have to choose appropriately while you're communicating either through spoken or through written communication. You may already be doing this. You will notice this going forward and you'll be more aware this time. Okay, so I've got two Alinas for you, casual setting Alina and professional setting Alina. Both of them are going to talk about a topic which is closely knit together, all right? But casual Alina is going to be speaking in a more casual way, so she'll be using casual words, casual linking words. Professional Alina, on the other hand, is going to use more professional words. Let's dive into the first one, casual setting Alina. This Alina is convincing her friend to go to Dubai on a trip with her. Let's see what she says. Hey, I think we should take a trip to Dubai. It's an amazing place with lots to offer and there's something for everyone. The weather is usually warm, but it can get really hot in the summer. So we should plan for December. We can visit iconic places like the Burj Khalifa and the Palm Jumeirah. In the same way, we could explore the traditional markets or the Dubai Marina. Then we can relax on the beautiful beaches. If you're worried about cost, there are many budget-friendly options, especially for accommodation and food. In other words, Dubai is not so pricey. Last but not the least, we should go because we'll make memories that we'll cherish forever. I propose Dubai as the location for our next business conference since it offers excellent excellent facilities as well as a vibrant cultural experience. We have two main options. Either we can host the event in a luxurious hotel or in a state-of-the-art conference center. Dubai provides many attractions such as the Burj Khalifa and desert safaris, which are particularly appealing to our international guests. Other cities may offer similar amenities, however, Dubai stands out for its safety and infrastructure. Therefore, choosing Dubai will enhance our event's prestige. Dubai has some great options for affordable hotels. Likewise, the city's connectivity will ensure affordable travel for attendees. Afterwards, we can plan networking activities in the evenings. That is to say, Dubai offers a unique blend of business and leisure. In conclusion, Dubai is the ideal destination for our conference. Which words did casual Alina use? And, or, but, so, because, especially, like. Now let's talk about professional Alina. As well as, either or. However, as a result, since, such as, in conclusion. Now, one by one, I'm going to explain each of these to you and showcase the sentences used by casual Alina and pro Alina. Okay, we'll be using the same sentences to understand these words. Let's understand the first set of linking words, which is and. And is used to add information, and the professional equivalent of and can be as well as, moreover. Any of these will work. Okay, so let's see it with the help of the sentence that was used by casual Alina. It's an amazing place with lots to offer and there's something for everyone. What will be the professional equivalent? I just told you, professional equivalent of and can be as well as. It's an amazing place with lots to offer as well as something for everyone. Now I've got one more sentence for you to understand, just a small example sentence. It offers excellent facilities as well as a vibrant cultural experience. You could have said the same thing by saying it offers excellent facilities and a vibrant cultural experience. Okay? Now moving on to our next set. These words that we're taking up next, they help you add contrast to a sentence. Okay? This, but that. We'll see. So we're going to take up but, and professional equivalent of but is however. There are two more I can give you. Nevertheless and yet. But however is simple and it sounds very professional when you use it in a sentence. Let's take up the sentence by casual Alina. The weather is usually warm, but it can get really hot in the summer. Now, how do you say this exact same sentence with however? Let's see. The weather is usually warm, however, it can get really hot in the summer. Alright, but there's one thing that you will have to take care of. When you're writing something, be a little careful with the punctuation here. Before however, there should be a comma. Alright, and ideally there should be a comma after however also. But that is not true with but. You can simply say the sentence without using commas when you're using but. Because that's spoken English, that's casual, that works. But when you're writing it down, however, is supported by a comma. Alright? Okay. Now let's see the sentence that professional Alina used. Other cities may offer similar amenities. However, Dubai stands out for its safety and infrastructure. I've got a few more examples for you. He wanted to go to the party, but he was too tired. He wanted to go to the party, however, he was too tired. Now, if I have to say the same thing using nevertheless or yet, there'll be a slight difference because the second part of the sentence will appear in the beginning and you will shuffle it up. The first part will go towards the end. Let's find out how. He was too tired. Nevertheless, he wanted to go to the party. So he was tired, but he wanted to go to the party. All right. If you say he wanted to go to the party, nevertheless, he was too tired. This is not going to make as much sense. The clarity will be lost. So you shuffle the sentence a little bit when you're using nevertheless or you're using yet. He was too tired, yet he wanted to go to the party. You get it now. Let's move on to third set. Or, that is a linking word. Or is a linking word that helps you provide options in a sentence. And when you want to sound professional, you use either or. But either or are not written together. or spoken together. They are spoken at a distance. I'll show you how. You connect two things of the same grammatical type. For example, you connect two nouns, or you connect two verbs, or you connect two clauses, all right, by using or. A lot of people get confused between either and either. Which way is the correct pronunciation? Both are correct. You want to say it as either, go ahead. You want to say it as either, that's also okay. Okay, there's a difference of, American and British pronunciation, so both are fine. You can use any. Now we're talking about contrast, this or that, right? Now, there's a very interesting phrase that you can use if you are okay with both options, okay? So, or is used to give choice. You want to have coffee or tea? Now, you as the person who's answering to the question. So, indifference. There's a very good phrase that you can use here. When somebody says, you want to have tea or coffee? You could get back by saying, 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. Okay, so this means that you're indifferent. Both work for you equally. 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. Now let's talk about the sentence that was spoken by Casual Alina. We could explore the traditional markets or the Dubai Marina. Now, if you replace or by either or, this is how it is going to be. We could either explore the traditional markets or the Dubai Marina. Okay, so either option number 1 or option number 2. So these words or, either or, they are used when you've got two main options. Okay. Now, let's talk about the sentence that was spoken by Professional Alina. Either we can host the event in a luxurious hotel or in a state-of-the-art conference center. Okay, either or. Option number 1, option number 2. Let's get to the next one. Next one is so. So is used when you're connecting reason to result. And professional equivalents of so, I'm giving you the top priority one here, which is therefore. You can use therefore instead of so. Another one could be thus or as a result. All will work exactly the same. They're fine. Okay, use whichever you're comfortable with. I'm very comfortable with therefore. I use therefore a lot, even in spoken English. I feel some people like how I speak English because of my professional usage of words. I don't know. When I was making the script for this video, that's when I realized this, that I do use a lot of these professional words in my spoken English, which is not usually the case with most people. People usually resort to more casual English when they're talking with somebody. The weather is usually warm, but it can get really hot in the summer. So we should plan for December. All right. Now what we are doing here is you're connecting a reason to the result. So result is that you are planning for December. You want to plan for December trip. Okay. Why? Reason is that gets very hot otherwise. Okay. So that is why so is being used to connect reason, which is the first part of the sentence, to the result. We should plan for December. The weather is usually warm, but it can get really hot in the summer. Therefore, we should plan for December. Now let's see the Professional Alina's sentence. Other cities may offer similar amenities. However, Dubai stands out for its safety and infrastructure. Therefore, choosing Dubai will enhance our event's prestige. Now, as you can see here, sentence is starting with therefore, which is absolutely fine. You can start a sentence with therefore, it's fine. Next one is because. Because is more of a casual word, and you have a professional equivalent since that you can use in place of because. Sometimes what happens is you want to focus on the reason for something rather than the result. That is when you use because or you use since. Because is really common. People use it all the time. Both these words, because and since, can be placed in the beginning of a sentence. Okay? When you have to lay extra stress on the reason of why you're saying something. That is when you can start the sentence with because. You can start the sentence with since. All right. And you can also use them in the middle of the sentence, which is the usual case. You do it most of the times this way, right? You use because in the middle of the sentence, right? Like a small example could be, because it was raining, we decided to stay indoors. Since it was raining, we decided to stay indoors. All right. Now let's see Casual Alina's sentence. We should go because we will make memories that we'll cherish forever. Now let's say it with since. We should go since we'll make memories that we'll cherish forever. Alright, now let's take a professional Alina sentence. I propose Dubai as the location for our next business conference since it offers excellent facilities as well as a vibrant cultural experience. Now, some of you may have noticed that between, so, as a result, because, since, all of these can be used in a similar way. So how do you decide which to use? I'll give you an answer to this. If you're trying to decide between so, as a result, because, and since, think whether the focus of sentence is on the reason or on the result. If the focus is on reason, that's when you use because or you use since. And when the focus is on result is more important than the reason, that's when you use so as a result. Okay, these two options. All right, moving on. Like is another one such linking word that people speak a lot. Professional equivalent of like can be such as, or namely, or for example, or for instance. Any of these can work. Let's see. So this like is not the like that denotes enjoyment. I like eating. No, this is not that like. This is the like that you use for stating examples. When you use like in a sentence, like is more friendly, it's more relaxed. I want to point out one thing. Like and such are always followed by a noun or pronoun. Okay. So if you want to use a verb, you will have to use the gerund form. Gerund is ing form. Like if I say, I like eating. So eating is the gerund form. Gerund, you call it gerund form. Okay, eating, ing. So you always use the gerund form when it is a verb you're using like with. Okay, I like swimming, I like eating, I like dancing. Right? Only for verbs. We can visit iconic places like the Burj Khalifa and the Palm Jumeirah. Okay, we can visit iconic places such as the Burj Khalifa and the Palm Jumeirah. We can visit iconic places, namely the Burj Khalifa and the Palm Jumeirah. Dubai provides many attractions such as the Burj Khalifa and desert safaris. Okay, let's come to the next set, which is specially. Specially is used to add emphasis on something. When you are trying to draw attention of somebody to what you're going to say, that's when you use specially. Professional equivalent of specially is particularly, or in fact, I like particularly more. Specially in this case is an adverb that you use when one thing is more important than the other. In fact is a discourse marker. Something that helps us to order and connect our ideas, and by doing this, I'm drawing the attention of the listener. When you say, we can do this today, in fact, it is better if we do this tomorrow because she will also join us. Okay, so we are trying to draw attention. When we say, in fact, we are drawing other person's attention to what I'm going to say next. Okay, it makes people listen when you say, in fact. In fact can be used towards the end of a sentence too. If you're worried about cost, there are many budget-friendly options, especially for accommodation and food. Why is specially used here? Because accommodation and food are two major expenses when you go out, right? When you're traveling. If you're worried about cost, there are many budget-friendly options, particularly for accommodation and food. Now let's see professional sentence. Dubai provides many attractions such as the Burj Khalifa and desert safaris, which are particularly appealing to our international guests. Next is in the same way, and professional equivalent of in the same way is similarly, likewise. We can visit iconic places like the Burj Khalifa and the Palm Jumeirah. In the same way, we could explore the traditional markets or the Dubai Marina. Now, let's use the professional equivalent in the same sentence. We can visit iconic places like the Burj Khalifa and the Palm Jumeirah. Similarly, we could explore the traditional markets or the Dubai Marina. I can exactly say the same thing using likewise. We can visit iconic places like the Burj Khalifa and the Palm Jumeirah. Likewise, we could explore the traditional markets or the Dubai Marina. Now let's look at the professional sentence. Choosing Dubai will enhance our event's prestige. Provided that we secure early bookings, we can also manage cost effectively. Likewise, the city's connectivity will ensure affordable travel for attendees. Next is then. This is used to tell sequence of time, and professional equivalent of then is afterwards or subsequently. We could explore the traditional markets or the Dubai Marina. Then we can relax on the beautiful beaches. Now let's see the professional usage of word. We could explore the traditional markets or the Dubai Marina. Afterwards, we can relax on the beautiful beaches. The city's connectivity will ensure affordable travel for attendees. Afterwards, we can plan networking activities in the evenings. So you see how we are using these words to tell about the sequence of events in time. Okay. Next is in other words. And professional equivalent of in other words is that is to say, or to put it simply, it provides clarification. It clarifies your idea. It brings it out more clearly. There are many budget-friendly options, especially for accommodation and food. In other words, Dubai is not so pricey. There are many budget-friendly options, especially for accommodation and food. That is to say, Dubai is not so pricey. Or you could say, to put it simply, Dubai is not so pricey. Okay, now let's see the professional sentence. The city's connectivity will ensure affordable travel for attendees. Afterwards, we can plan networking activities in the evenings. That is to say, Dubai offers a unique blend of business and leisure. Okay, moving on. Last but not the least, very commonly used phrase. And professional equivalent could be in conclusion, or to summarize, or in summary. Any of these will work fine. This is to add conclusion or summary to something so that people know that you're finishing your paragraph now. You're finished saying what you were saying. Your idea is complete. Last but not the least, we should go because we'll make memories that we'll cherish forever. And now, how do you say this with professional equivalent? In conclusion, we should go because we'll make memories that we'll cherish forever. Professional Alina sentence is, in conclusion, Dubai is the ideal destination for a conference. I hope you like this video. I am so thrilled on sending this out in the world because this video is very special to me. I think this concept has been picked up by me for the first time, and I think I've done a fair job in explaining the concept to you. So please share some love in the comments below. Let me know if you like the video, share it with your friends, learn with everybody, as many people as you can. So if you've understood, there's one thing that you have to do in the comments below. Just simply write, I understood, Alina. I understood, Alina, and then write your thought. Okay, so begin your comment by saying, I understood, Alina. I'll see you in the next one. Please take care of yourself. Bye bye.